My brothers, you may have noticed that there are two paths forming. One for those of us who are wiping our eyes clear to see beyond illusion, beyond the illusion of the Maya, the world, beyond the illusion of the matrix, beyond the illusion of our own false identity, the one that was crafted and adapted to stay safe, but has become a prison. That's one path. And then there's the path of those who are doubling down on the illusion, who are saying, this is who I am. My pain defines me. Maintaining an identity that doesn't require them to investigate who they are, that requires them to hold some enemy out there as the one that has control over their lives. And when the patriarchy is gone, when this is over, when that leader is gone, then I will be free. No. I mean, yeah, go ahead. Sure. Put your blinders on. Double down on the illusion and stay small. Stay in that mentality of someone out there needs to change so that I can be okay. That's not how this works. For those of us who have chosen to be here at this time to enhance light on the earth, we cannot do that from a state of victimhood. Now, this does not mean that things that happened to you didn't happen. Moving out of victimhood and taking full ownership over your energy does not mean all of that's okay and I'm going to spiritually bypass that. No, it means facing it all. It means letting yourself be inspired through anger, being pissed off at the things that happened or didn't happen in your life. But let that anger move you, not hold you in place in a rigid identity, but let it move you so that what you bring forward is not that repressed anger. It can move through you and energize you to become more empowered, to give the energy that you've been holding of others, of where shame has come from, where abuse has come from, where misunderstandings about yourself have come from through all the channels that we know. Let that anger inspire you to give that energy back, to find your clarity. And in that clarity, got a really beautiful bug flying right in my face. He's helping me clear. Thank you. In that clarity of not hiding from anything within yourself, of wiping your eyes clean like you do in the morning, in order to be able to see a new day, a new way, you have to clear the things from your eyes so that you can see everything clearly. And what that means practically is seeing and naming what your wounds have been, where they came from, how they've affected your life, not from a place of, but with agency. I have the strength to see these things clearly. I have the strength to hold myself in high regard, to move through these things instead of living an entire life with this mentality that someone else is going to do it for me. I've been really fired up about gay leaders. From my perspective, most of the gay leaders that I have seen are really just those keeping us in the illusion, keeping us in a state of victimhood, keeping us in that state of, look at what's happening to us out there. Yes, and what? And what? What do we do about that? Are you going to defer to government? Are you going to defer your power to these outside influences that say that they have power? Or are you going to find within yourself your real true essence, your real true power, where no one can take that away from you? No matter what bills are passed, no matter who's in office, no matter what has happened to you, there is an essence that is undefinable, undeterred, unbroken, that can never be diminished. And when we find that within ourselves, we become the leaders of our own lives. We become a light for others to see. Excuse me while I let these dogs run out their energy. I wish you could see them right now, tearing down this path. That is the unstoppable energy that we can find within ourselves, and that's how we become a light in the world. I would not be recording these videos if I had not looked at the deepest, ugliest parts of my own shadow. So the point of this message is you have choice. You do not need to defer to a leader that perceives you as a victim, that holds you in a paradigm as a gay man who has all of this burden, and I'm so sorry for you. Yes, and what's next? We have so many stories of our pain. We have so many stories of our victimhood. We have so many people who would like to just kind of keep us in that state of mind so we are more controllable. I'm talking about the left and the right. So I don't see it in the comments. I am not partisan. I don't give a fuck about politics. Unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. You're dangerous. Yes. And so are you. So are you when you are free. So this is a call. This is a reminder to you that you have personal authority and that you may be one who is choosing the path of completely taking ownership for your life, for looking at everything that's been hidden within and embracing it and making it something that empowers you. This is very important in the area of our sexuality, our sexual expression. This is a place where our energy can be hijacked so quickly, so easily. And I know many of you have had your own experiences around this. A few days ago, I led this group called From Shadow to Light, all about exploring our sexual shadows and clearing the energy that's not ours so that we can find our sexual innocence. If you want to engage with that, it's now a recording, and you can pay what you can and access it in the link below. But in that space, so many men, this was a large group, one of the largest ones I've had, and so many men had the same experience of feeling some sort of conflict with their relationship with sex. And in my experience, this doesn't necessarily get resolved for a lot of us through having more sex. It gets resolved by looking at the ways that our past has influenced our relationship with our sexuality. That shadowy, hidden place where there's some slippery energy, where we can maybe talk ourselves into being sexually liberated when what we are is actually sexually compulsive. Or that we're actually a monk and, not having any sexual desire is the highest elevation of our sexual expression. Either end might be true for you, But what I've found is that we can only have choice when we see things clearly. So this is a call for those of you who are taking the path of no illusion, stepping fully into the light, seeing things as they are, naming what they are, and then finding empowerment in that. And if you're one who loves to be told that you're a victim, the world is hard, and once these systems fall, then everything is going to be okay, great. There are teachers out there who will reinforce that for you. That's not what I'm here for. And I'm feeling this fire today because I think that more of us need to know, need to remember that agency and to step out of the illusion. So much love.